Okay, so I'm working on replacing my cab bushings, and there's not very many videos on how to do this that I've seen. It's a 379 Peterbilt 9.7, and I already got this side done. I'm going to do the passenger side and show you what I got going on. So I got one of these from Harbor Freight, and got it jacked up. There's old bushing, and back in there, there's a nut on top of that somewhere. Anyway, you gotta take that nut out, and then I'm gonna have to probably cut the head off of this bolt right there so I can separate it. But you gotta get the nut off of that bolt first before you do that. Okay, so you got that out. Well, wherever it is. The nut's loose now. And you gotta use a chrome socket because the regular ones won't fit. Because of nut inserts. It's a 15/16 the nut and the bolt is. There's a pretty good look at what we got going on in there. Pretty shot. Better than the other side was. Alright. Just got done cutting that out. Ain't caught nothing on fire yet, so that's good. Some of them are smoking. I don't know what. Look at this. Something's in here smoking. Might be that up there. I don't know. We'll get it out. Okay, so here's the new bushings versus the old ones. They might have had a couple 100,000 miles left in them. And that's the part number for Atro for the 379 Peterbilt. And the only thing I do different that I probably ain't gonna do is put anti-seize on this bushing. I don't have any, and had to cut it apart anyway, so what difference does it make? That may not be lined up. Okay, so just like it was on the other side, it wasn't lined up. So I'm gonna have to pull the cab forward so the bolt will line up. So I'll show you how I did that on the other side. Okay, so there's a pretty stout looking cross member back there. I got hooked to a ratchet strap under the frame, and that did the job yesterday. Let's see what we're looking like. Okay, I had to push my rubber back into place, but that's a lot closer than we were. It's a little crooked side to side, but I'm gonna see if I can get that bolt started up in there. Maybe it'll work its way over. Okay, so before I let this down, you gotta put that bushing in there, because when you let it down, there won't be enough clearance to put the rubber bushing over that metal bushing that's in the center. So I got it on there. and this one is off just a little. Might have to jack it back up just a fuzz and kind of cock it up a little bit. Yeah, it'll stay. It's hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Fall in. Okay, there's the bolts all the way through. And here he needs to come over just a little. It ain't quite lining up. I have to cock this one up a little bit to get the top of it to line up in the hole, because mine was off just a little bit. And there we go. It's in where it belongs. Now to get the nut put on over here, work on that project. I don't even know if I can get a video of this, but I got them sitting on there, and there's a hole. When you do this, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a hole right there, and I gotta put the washer on. You can put the washer on from outside, right here, but it's hard to get your fingers and your hand in there where it's at to hold both of them. So I just stick the nut up a little bit, or the bolt, get the washer on there, and then drop the nut down from the top, and get it to set on there instead of trying to fight it to fit. You're probably gonna need this little fella, because you probably gonna get it the first time. So that's how I did it. Alright, so I tightened that up, and I just tightened it all the way. I mean, it's got that metal bushing in there. I figure you can't get it too tight, right? Because it's got the bushing. So got it on there, and undo the strap and finish doing what else I'm doing. You gotta take this light panel off, possibly. If you didn't have to use the torch, you might not have to. It's just kind of easier to get to everything without it there. But got that done. One more thing off the list.